Hi, thanks for joining me for this controversial subject of YouTube RC reviews. Which is better, subscribers or views? Now YouTube make a big fuss about number of subscribers, and a lot of suppliers seem to put a lot of emphasis on it too. But unfortunately, I see some channels that have thousands of subscribers that can barely even get a couple of hundred views. So this doesn't really make any sense. So before I continue, I just want to make it clear that I'm sharing this not to discredit anyone, but to debate and put this subject into perspective. So last year I did this exercise on the 27th of March, and I selected 12 high-profile fellow RC reviewers. So I've selected another 12, the same as last time with the exception of one. So we have Ali Shanmo, the smiley face from the Mid-East. We have the RC Sailors, or the RC Slayers as I sometimes call them. We have Stu from UAV Futures, featured this time. We have good old Quadcopter 101, the desert drone specialist and a good example of flying in a safe environment. We have Dustin Daniel, my original inspiration and mentor that I learned a lot from. We have Not Painful, Painless 360 Lee. We have Joshua Babyface Bardwell, the Beta Flight Boffin. We have my favorite guru, Andy RC. We have Albert Kim, the stealthy one. We have the Spanish Matador, Leo, El Technic Drone. We have our non-constipated curry kitten. We have our good attention to detail French friend Sebi Doki. And I've thrown myself into the mix with these big names too. So I've done this exercise again on the 8th of February 2019. I've looked at the total number of YouTube subscribers, the last 10 review posts total views, the average views per post, and the percentage subscriber views per post. The first thing we have a look at is the total number of subscribers. Got Ali Shanmo at the top of the pops with over 250,000 subscribers. The RC Sailors over 166,000. UAV Futures over 157,000. Quadcopter 101 over 152,000. Dustin Daniel over 117,000. Painless 360 over 108,000. Joshua Bardwell over 103,000. Andy RC over 60,000. Albert Kim over 26,000. El Technic over 14,000. Curry Kitchen over 12,000. Sebi Doki over 9,500. And myself over 2,600. And this is the ranking over here. Now if we look at the total number of subscribers compared to 10 months ago on the 27th of March, everyone has increased in number of subscribers. Some very high numbers above the 40,000s, and encouraging to see a large number of additional subscribers since last time, which to me tells me there's a lot of new interest in the hobby, where some people seem to think the hobby is declining. But if we have a look now at the total views of the last 10 RC product reviews, now I've only taken RC product reviews, so I've excluded things like mods and sharing information and for example, beta flight settings and only focused on product reviews. In the green here, the picture changes quite considerably, and this is a higher ranking than the total number of subscriptions. So we look at Ali Shanmo, who has the most number of subscriptions, but if we have a look at the number of views, only ranked 11th. At the top of the list, we have UAV Futures, over 223,000 views, which is very good, but only third in terms of subscription ranking. Joshua Bardwell, second in terms of views, but only 7th. So this is a huge disparity, because in theory this should more or less be consistent with the number of subscribers, and the only one that really is sort of not bucking the trend is Technic here in the 10th position. Dustin Daniel 3rd as opposed to 5th. Andy RC considerably higher at 4th than 8th. Quadcopter 101 less. The RC Sailors less. Curry Kitten considerably higher again than the total number of subscribers. Painless 360 less. Myself quite considerably higher than the total number of subscribers. And then Elishamo, Albuquim and Sebi below. But you know, this disparity is alarming between Elishamo and Joshua Bardwell, if we have a look here. So it really doesn't make much sense in my opinion. Now if we look at the average views per post, now doing RC reviews really involves a lot. There's research to be done, there's comparisons, there's tests, there's videos to be made, editing to be done, descriptions to be made, links to be created, tags. So it's a lot of hard work. So it's very good if you know that you've got a high average number of views per post for the hard work. And at the top of the list, UAV Futures, 22,362 is very rewarding and encouraging for the work that goes into it. So, a lot above 10,000 views on average per post, and still quite a few numbers in the thousands, which is encouraging rather than only getting a couple of hundred. And this is the last 10 RC product review posts divided by 10. Then if we have a look at the percentage of total subscribers, average views per post, this is quite interesting, because this is basically telling us how many views are you getting on average from your subscriber base. So we've got Curry Kitten here, 31.9% of subscribers are viewing the posts, which is very good, very encouraging. Got Andy RC at 20. We still got Joshua, Dustin, UAV Futures, Sebi Ducky and Technic above 10%. But when we're looking at thousands of subscribers, this percentage should in theory be a lot higher. I buck the trend completely. I get more views than I've actually got subscribers, so I find this very encouraging. So I feel the number of views is more important and more relevant to the number of subscribers, but there are factors that influence this, and there are differences of opinion, but I thought I'll share it for you to have a look at too. Thanks very much for joining me. Cheerio. So please subscribe, like, comment and share if you like my videos.